Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of trying to manage your brand and kind of losing clients just because you don't know how to manage a brand? I'm Sage. I've worked in the marketing space for the past 10 years. I'm going to show you how I would manage a brand at scale, how I would deliver for a customer and or a client in the e-commerce marketing space that's looking to do anything from paid ads to social media marketing to influencer marketing. I've basically built out the funnel that I use to track brand management and what that looks like as a system for you to kind of maintain your team and the level of expectation that you want from them, and then how to kind of slam dunk and give great reports for the clients that you're working with. And it's a back and forth, right? And so the back and forth usually happens when you're a brand manager. This is for brand managers looking to scale and work better, deliver better results, work better with their team, be a better leader. And then for clients looking for um, kind of vetting a brand manager, or for a client-based business or agency, if you're just trying to check them out, kind of give them the audit and see what that's like, how they're turning over, how they're doing deliverables, and how they're tracking that KPI. So usually, um, a brand manager's main goal is your management of a team. Like your management of a team and the expected deliverables from your client is the number one thing that you're expected to do. And then after that, the main thing is making sure that you have effective reporting, which also kind of goes down the road of what it is on the communication side to your client. Like how transparent are you with the deliverables of your client and that expectation. So here I've kind of broken down what's necessary for a brand manager. What's necessary is usually content, keeping a pulse on content, whether that's your content team, what the turnover speed is like. So the four main things to dictate success, I kind of use as a meter or a metric, is your turnover speed for deliverables, your graphic design, your landing page, anything content design, your influencer marketing, and so like what your contracts look like, what your turnover looks like on the PR side, so that can be PR as well, and then anything video related or your content slash copywriting. And so like for us in the social media marketing space, turnover speed, graphic design, landing page, influencer marketing, contracts, and video quality is going to be the main four things that you want to keep a pulse on. And that kind of goes down the line of like brand managers talking to content managers, talking to video editors, etc., and making sure that the entire list is kept up to date. And so the main thing that is outside of those four steps is your communication, because communication is what you'll utilize to leverage how how well you're doing. And the better you are at communicating to your client and to your team, the better the actual customer lifetime value, the lifetime value of an entire brand is towards your agency or towards your clientele is going to be, right? Like if I can communicate consistently on, just in this case, like social media marketing, influencer contracts, your videos, what the traffic is like, your reporting, and the updates on the website, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, like here is listed. Um, Obviously, the better the relationship that you're going to have with your client. So one big thing is like your relationship with your team and your expectations, setting like a high paced um, type of work culture. And then two is like your relationship with your client and making sure that they're up to date on everything that you're doing. What that looks like at scale is like you always want to kind of think about what does this look like at 100 clients. And so like working with brands and agencies that are managing 500 different employees and 500 different clients at one time, it's really effective for a brand manager to communicate to your content marketing team or whatever that team is that's doing the deliverables of design, video, graphics, planning, and then for them to communicate that to your reporting team, and then or your reporting system, whatever that is, whatever that is and tracking it, right? For us, it's like an SOP, and then it's a quality assurance system, and then everybody on the paid ad side. So usually on like for a brand, they'll either do paid ads and marketing and or organic marketing and influencer marketing. And usually you'll have two of them go hand in hand, and one doesn't happen without the other. And usually it's organic to paid channels rather than the other way around. But for all of these systems, you'll need a really, really great QA system, and then you'll really need a great communication from brand manager to those marketing systems or to those departments in the team, and then to your reporting. And so, like, before we get down anywhere further, I've kind of created SOPs for each and every marketing system that we have. One is a brand manager system, the other one's a content marketing system. And so, if we just take a look at like what content marketing looks like, I'm just going to look at this SOP here. And basically, for a social media management system for e-commerce, your major struggle is like how fast is the turnaround of quality video content for social media that gains traffic? So quality social media content that gains traffic, and does it convey the brand? And then the other one is influencer marketing. And so my usual system is, what is the content format, right? What is the deliverable message, so copywriting? And then for influencer marketing, how fast are we doing turnovers? How good are we vetting the actual clients themselves, or like the contracts for the influencers themselves? How does it align to the brand? And what are the daily deliverables for the social media team or content team, so that we know, or the brand manager knows, how do you report these things, right? And so for running a brand, it's easy to get into this pipeline of like constantly stacking tasks. And for brand managers, it's the number one most important thing to delegate tasks and delegate systems. And that's why in an agency, having a content marketing ad system, a department for every single thing that you're doing that's related to client success and client reporting, it's super crucial, right? Like, and so here we're getting kind of more into the brand manager side of things. The brand manager oversees everything, right? The web development, the ads creation side, the public facing content, which is everything PR related, social media related, and then the influencer contracts, social media team, the video editing and content editing. And then they manage the client management system and the weekly reports and checklists. So if you don't have these things together, right? If a brand manager fails to communicate to ads and content creation, and they don't know what the next step would be for ads and copywriting for that marketing channel, then we're not going to be able to do anything when that time comes. And so at all times when you onboard a client as a brand manager, it's important to see like, what is the 90-day and 180-day plan for ads, paid marketing, organic channels, and then for future objectives and goals for PR or for traffic and sales. And so everything related to being a brand manager is holding a pulse on your team in relation to results. So the KPIs are usually traffic or sales or conversions. And that's where it gets important, because the brand manager, the main focus that a brand manager should have is your reports to a team, and then your reports to the client. And so it's everything related to the result from your team. So if you don't have a solid influencer marketing, graphic design, video team, ads team, and they're not giving you back the feedback or the plans per client, you're going to get drained and you're going to get stuck. And then you're going to be ending up doing follow-up calls that you shouldn't be on, where you have almost nothing to present and almost like half tasks done. And so the big thing that I like to focus on is my relationship with the influencer content team, and then how we're doing as an aptitude, like evaluating aptitude of the entire team. And so as long as you have a high return rate or deliverable rate from all of the team, then it's up to you to make sure that you get accurate reports. And the best way that I can say, and a final touch to this would be like, the best way to treat all of this is to identify the 80-20 rule. In my agency, for example, or in my like the clients that I work with on social media marketing for e-commerce, it's usually content creation and influencer marketing. That's the 80-20 rule. Like you could do graphic design, you can do web, email marketing, all this other stuff. But when you boil down what are the most effective things to do, it has to do with content and how good that content is at converting traffic, and then influencer marketing and how good that is at converting traffic. Because at the end of the day, a client only cares about either sales or they care about um, traffic and the conversion to a sale. And so it always kind of stems back to that. And the quicker and more able you are to figure out what the 80-20 rule and apply it to this system, the better you will be as a brand manager. The number one thing, if I have to leave anything on the table that's not in this current system, is what you do with your time and with your tasks. And so as a brand manager, it's easy to get swallowed into doing the tasks of any of the departments. So if you have an influencer marketing issue that's delayed, sorry, I just cut out there. If you have an influencer marketing issue that's delayed, if you have an influencer marketing issue that's delayed, you'll end up having problems because you're trying to solve the issue of the teams, like a team's problem, rather than solving your own problems, which are the reporting to the client and the assurance of your team towards the deliverables for the client. So it's more important that you focus on creating a good team and making sure that you have an up to date, up to speed, high networking, high deliverable producing team on all your departments than actually getting in and getting your hands dirty with all the little nuanced stuff. Because at the end of the day, you can't scale just a one-man operation as a brand manager. And so you'll have to rely most on your content creation, your influencer team, whatever that department is, in assuring that you can create that revenue or that type of result for your client. That's how you keep clients. Good communication and a really, really good team. Anyway, I hope that helped you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. If you have any questions about systems or management, let me know. I want to say that I'll add this brand manager system in the description or the comments. So let me know if you need that or if you can't get it, and I'll get that to you. Thanks.